Hello and welcome to the channel. Peter Obi, Labour Party LP presidential candidate and leader of the Obidient movement, has visited literary icon Professor Wole Soyinka. Soyinka had only a month ago been in dispute with the Obidient movement, who are staunch supporters of Mr. Peter Obi. Obi, though, has always maintained that he holds Soyinka in the highest of regard, and this visit was just to quell tension of any lingering feud between both men. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Obi visits Soyinka 1 month after clash with supporters. The presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Sunday paid a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. The visit is coming 1 month after the playwright clashed with the Obidient movement, a nickname adopted by Obi supporters. Soyinka, who faulted voter suppression witnessed in some polling units in Lagos, had also accused Obedients of fascism who don't entertain corrective criticism. The Wordsmith made a statement when he featured as a guest on Channels Television and later on Arise TV on April 8. Hours after his scathing remark, Soyinka was serially trolled and abused online by angry youths who identified with the former governor of Anambra State. 2 weeks ago, Obi disclosed on Politics Today, a popular program on Channels Television, that he was sad about the exchange, maintaining that he revered Soyinka as a father. He also defended his Obidient movement when he reiterated that they were angry youths who had been deprived by a system that is meant to care for them. But in a tweet posted via his Twitter handle on Sunday evening, Obi described his visit to the playwright as enriching, saying he had a useful discussion with him. The tweet read, "Today, I visited one of Nigeria's most revered figures and an international literary icon, Professor Wole Soyinka. Professor Soyinka has been my father, whom I hold in very esteem for what he has achieved and stands for in the struggle for a better Nigeria. His reputation as a fighter for justice and equity in our society has been legendary, and we will never ignore them. I had a very useful and enriching discussion about his aspirations for a better and greater Nigeria, and he shared a lot with me about his dream for a greater and more inclusive Nigeria. I reminded the Nobel laureate of the huge price he paid just before the outbreak of the Civil War, fighting for the cause of the Igbo. I cherished this Sunday visit, which was intended to erase the needless misconceptions about the relationship between the great icon and the Obidient family." Meanwhile, in other news, while eulogizing Yara on his Twitter handle on Saturday, the former Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi, said the late president was a true democrat and detribalized leader who understood that true governance and societal development are non-tribal, non-religious, and non-partisan. Peter Obi described himself as a replica of the late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua in his style of governance and politics. Obi said he has always maintained Yar'Adua's style of governance and politics in his political journey. He said the late president desired to reposition Nigeria based on unity, peace, and progress, as he was a leader who believed in true governance, transparency, and accountability. Obi said President Umaru Yar'Adua was a true democrat, a detribalized leader who desired to reposition the nation based on unity, peace, and progress. He was a leader who believed in true governance, transparency, and accountability. He was also an embodiment of patriotism and exemplified excellence in public service. He was equally a man who understood that true governance and societal development are non-tribal, non-religious, and non-partisan, and this I have always maintained. Nigerians will always remember him for good. It has been 13 years he departed this world, but the good legacies he built in the nation live on forever. Rest on, sir, he concluded. Obi's statement and self-appraisal came a few hours after the president-elect, Bola Tinubu of the Rolling All Progressives Congress APC, pledged to follow in the footsteps of the former president. Tinubu made the pledge on Friday on the occasion of the 13th anniversary of Yar'Adua's death. Yar'Adua was sworn in as Nigeria's president on May 29, 2007. He previously served as the governor of Katsina State from 1999 to 2007. In 2009, he traveled overseas for a series of medical treatments but died on May 5, 2010, paving the way for Goodluck Jonathan, his deputy, to become president. In a tribute to the late former president, Tinubu described him as a good friend that will never be forgotten. Tinubu, in his tribute titled "We Will Never Forget You," hailed Yara's contribution to Nigeria's democracy. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, Obi recently admitted to having a private phone conversation with the founder of the Living Faith Church Worldwide, Bishop David Oyedepo, before the 2023 general elections, in which he could be heard describing the 2023 presidential election as a religious war. Obi made the admission recently while featuring in a Rise News exclusive interview. He, however, denied tagging the recently concluded presidential election as a religious war. In April, in a leaked phone conversation exclusively obtained by online newspaper People's Gazette, Oyedepo prayed for Obi, saying, "In Jesus' name, we are going to get a bright tomorrow," with Obi replying by saying, "When I hear these prayers, it is very dear to me, and like I keep saying, if this thing works, you people will never regret the support." Continuing the conversation, Oyedepo said, "We look forward to God's intervention," to which Obi responded by saying, "Thank you, Daddy. I need you to speak to your people in the Southwest and Kwara, the Christians in the Southwest and Kwara." Bishop Oyedepo said, "Okay." Obi continued by saying, "This is a religious war," with Oyedepo responding immediately, "I believe you. I believe that. You know, I did a release, Nigeria going forward, and I'm coming out with a second one today." The leaked audio generated controversies across the country, but Oyedepo denied campaigning for any candidate, saying that all the candidates came to him for prayers at one point or the other. Obi initially described the audio as fake and threatened to sue People's Gazette. However, he has failed to do so weeks after the audio was leaked. Responding to a question on the leaked audio conversation on Arise TV, Obi said, "Call it whatever you want to call it, whatever anyone wants to make of it. I am not a religious bigot. Do you think I can just pick a phone and say, religious war? No, I was even begging the bishop to help me ask his people to vote, which was what I was doing for 6 months, begging. I wasn't saying crush him, kill him, force it. I was even begging. That shows that I continue to look for votes by begging. There were so many things we tried to do, but they were not okay." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.